Pinpoint Weather on NBC5 News is brought to you by the Cow Creek Umpqua Tribe.
Hey folks, welcome back at NBC5 again. Going to be a very active next several days, but we'll get some breaks in between storm systems, but we'll see the increase of coverage of rain, snow and wind for the area today. We're sitting at 36 degrees again, snow levels starting out around 1,500 feet this morning, which is an improvement from where it has been just around 500 feet for the last several mornings. Visibility is much nicer out there this morning. None of that dense fog like we had yesterday. And again, the coverage of showers will increase into the afternoon hours. Temperatures into the mid and upper 40s for this afternoon. No major change from yesterday. And as we're looking at the holiday countdown again, we have daylight saving time in 3 days. Before you go to bed Saturday night, set that clock forward 1 hour. Spring is 11 days away, folks. Finally going to be getting out of these colder temperatures and returning to those spring days. But unfortunately, we still have, some of the chillier temperatures to stick around. Below the seasonal high for now. We'll get into some 50s heading through this weekend. Right now, we still see some light rain and snow generally out west going along the coastline, stretching into our western counties. All of this pushing up to the north. This is the start of things to come. The storm system out to our west will continue to bring much heavier rain and snow as we're getting through this afternoon. You start to see the uptick in this activity by the late morning hours. This is looking at lunchtime. You're still seeing most of us pretty dry besides towards the coastline and into Northern California. And as we're getting through today, look at the coverage really pick up into the afternoon and evening hours. Now, into the overnight hours, we're going to start to see a cold front moving in. And with that front, that precipitation is going to be pushing out to the east, but the coverage of rain and snow showers will fill in behind it. And then it clears out for your Friday afternoon, Friday evening through earlier Saturday before the next system moves in. So we will get a break in precipitation later Friday through Saturday. And then we see that next system moving in. And what you're seeing is snow levels through both of these systems will be much warmer, but we see the climb up through this afternoon to around 3,500 feet, dropping down to around 2,000 feet overnight tonight. And then look at the system into this weekend. We're expecting snow levels getting up to 4,000 to 5,000 feet. So with that, most of the higher terrain, Crater Lake going up to Diamond Lake, Siskiyou Summit area has that main threat for traveling issues. But we'll see some of those traveling issues with the round here for today and tonight. And in talking about the coverage of precipitation, higher rain amounts to the west. Parts of the coastline, most of the coastline will likely see over an inch of rain. We'll see some spots like the Cave Junction area could see a couple of inches or 1 to 2 inches of rainfall and snow, especially in the higher terrain. Crater Lake already at above 10 feet, adding another 2 to 3 feet by the end of this event. You're seeing the Siskiyou Summit around 4 to 6 inches. You're seeing Mount Ashland up to another foot or so, as well as down in towards Mount Shasta. So there is some travel issues from this storm system in some of the higher terrain, the mountain passes, and further south into Northern California. Wind speeds really going to be ramping up today. We talked about the high wind warning in Shasta Valley. Gusts could get up to 60 to 70 miles per hour. Of course, with that snow causing the wide out conditions expected for them. We see shower potential sticking around through for the valley all the way into the start of next week. Going to be kind of on and off as we're getting through this weekend, but later in the day we'll see that activity increasing. Highs again warming into the 50s. Klamath Basin generally going to be seeing the snow through Friday and Saturday, but that chance of mainly rain and snow heading into the start of next week as the snow levels climb. And Northern California, snow heavier at times with the windy conditions and also showers into the start of next week. Rain for the coastline, heavier at times with windy conditions. Temperatures warming into some lower 50s with rain into the start of next week.